Comfortable? Yes, shabash. Okay, 2 western continents handled, of course with sample names. सारे countries के नाम नहीं ले रहे, लेना भी नहीं है, eventually लेंगे. What is North America? What is North America? It is by default including Central America. But as human geographers, we don't consider North America as our case, largely. Especially not for the fundamentals of human geography where we talk about population, culture. So for us, what is the term that is more appropriate? Not North and South America, but Anglo and Latin America. So Anglo America incorporate only 2 countries. So why to choose? Let us count both of them. So Anglo America is Canada, USA. Boundary between Anglo America and Latin America is Rio Grande River. In this particular block of your 5 selected topic, which is our beginning, for many of you it is end also on the virtual class, you need to understand that the Rio Grande River marks the beginning of Latin America. Okay? I am repeating Banvi, concentrate and listen to it again. North America, 3rd largest continent. South America, 4th largest continent. First thing to be clarified, North America, when is 3rd largest, it is by default including Central America. This is done. Now there are so many countries that I cannot continue with all the names, then my purpose of learning it will go in vain. So what I do, I select the names of the country. So when I say North America, I mean to refer Canada, USA, Mexico, and now our selected names, Guatemala, Panama, Cuba. And when I say South America, then I want to refer Brazil, Argentina. Ye clear ho gaya? Come on, you have to give me, go ahead, Vanvi. When we are taking this into account, it automatically gives me the understanding, yes, North America and South America, 3rd largest and 4th largest continent. Comfortable? Do we require it in our study right now? No. I need to be comfortable with Anglo-America and Latin America. Why this divide? I'll prove it as we'll proceed with culture. So is Anglo-America synonymous to North America? Nahi. Anglo-America includes only Canada, USA. Why to be selective? दो ही तो country है. Canada, USA. So Anglo-America is 2 countries, keep it aside. Rest all Americas is Latin America. So Latin America as per our sample names will be Mexico from North America, Guatemala, Panama from mainland Central America, Cuba, island Central America, Brazil, Argentina, South America. I think it is comfortable. Done all of us? शाबाश. आगे बढ़ रहे हैं, ध्यान से देखेंगे. Changing on, crossing Atlantic Ocean, 3rd habited continent को pick up करते हैं. And what is that 3rd habited continent? बड़ा difficult continent. Africa, 2nd largest continent of the world. Mosaic of countries. इतनी सारी countries कैसे हैंडल करें इसको? आ जाओ, मैप ऑफ अफ्रीका, गो हेड दीजिए स्टूडेंट्स इन द वर्चुअल क्लास. ओपन अप मैप ऑफ अफ्रीका. गिविंग यू लीड हेयर, यू हैव टू गिव मी गो अहेड. ग्रेट. अच्छा, अफ्रीका इज 2nd largest continent of the world. I need to give myself reason. I'll explain reason later. पहले, can we all see? I'll remove it just for the reference I'm giving you. Okay, I just zoom it up this part. I'm not going very absolute with international boundary, but I'm just roughly so that you can see it. Can you see the country that I have highlighted in your school atlases? Democratic Republic of Congo. Democratic Republic of Congo best represents Central Africa. कुछ नहीं करना अभी, ध्यान से सोचो. All the countries south of it. So what I do? I take up a very clear demarcation like this. So all the countries south of it. नाम नहीं याद रखने अभी. Simple एक point का distinction समझना है. कोई भी नाम याद नहीं रखना. ध्यान से सुनेंगे. All the countries south of it. There are 11 countries south of it. I'm just ticking it. आप देख लो बस एक बार. Which countries? Angola, Zambia, a linear small country right here. Malawi, noticed? Okay. Mozambique, Zimbabwe, Botswana, Namibia, South Africa. देखा? देख लो बस, नाम नहीं लिखना, दिखा, थोड़ा सा जूम कर रहे हैं. विद इन साउथ अफ्रीका स्वाजीलैंड एंड लेसोथो. यस यस नो बोलना है क्लास. एंड दिस आइलैंड कंट्री कॉल्ड मेडागास्कर. all these make southern Africa. Nothing to write, nothing to write. Do I make sense if I say southern Africa and South Africa are not synonymous? Southern Africa is a region in Africa, south of Democratic Republic of Congo. It involves 11 independent countries. South Africa is one of them. So South Africa is an independent country in southernmost part of Africa. It is not synonymous to Southern Africa. Is that comfortable? Just for this reason, I introduce you to Southern Africa. Now I am removing the shade. Southern Africa is a region. South Africa is an independent country. Difference है दोनों में, ठीक है? अच्छा. How do I tame map of Africa? I'll give you a reason and you all will be convinced. So many countries, I cannot take them in a single go. There is no rationality taking them in a single go either. So what I do, I take exception and there is rationality towards exception. Zooming it up here, concentrate and carefully see. Morocco, Algeria, Tunisia, Libya, Egypt. Have all of us found it? Have all of us found it? These countries are collectively called Northern African countries. No problem in guessing that. Okay? And then I tick one more country which we are familiar with already, South Africa. ठीक है? साउथ अफ्रीका को जूम करने की जरूरत नहीं है, बाकी 5 कंट्रीज को जूम कर दिया. बहुत ध्यान से रिकॉल करें. Which type of people, which type of race, which type of skin color comes in our mind when I say African people? Dark. We call them Negroid, woolly hair, blunt features, you know, dark skin color. Was Gaddafi dark? No. Yes, no. Come on, Libyan dictator, he was not black. Yes, no. So ध्यान से, लॉजिक है, लॉजिक के पीछे बात कर रहे हैं. When I talk about Northern African countries, they are not dark-skinned people. Which countries? Always sequential. Go west, east, go east, west. Your choice, but always sequential. Egypt, Libya, Tunisia, Algeria, Morocco, plus South Africa. South Africa is called rainbow country of the world. Ethnic mosaic. It has got so much of the ethnic diversity that it is nicknamed as rainbow country of the world. ठीक? So we are charting out 6 countries out of map of Africa. Careful. Which are these 6 countries? I need to be at comfort level with map of world. तभी तो आगे बढ़ेंगे. तो अफ्रीका को कैसे टेम करें? Africa to be tamed by taking exception. Let me convince you. You are writing answer to something. You are writing answer to mountains of the world. Though we are not physical geographer right now. But still you are writing answer to mountains of the world. You have defined mountains are the conical features which have got extensive ranges, etc. And after that, do you write, for example, 2 pages? नहीं, क्या लिखते हो? For example, 1, 2, etc. Yes, no. Is it wrong for me to learn also that way? When I think about Africa, what comes in my mind? Dark-skinned people. It is applicable to maximum of Africa, but not all Africa. So which are exceptional category? Take it out and then leave rest of Africa. Yes, no. So exceptional क्या है? Morocco, Algeria, Tunisia, Libya, Egypt and South Africa. And then right now read it, rest of Africa. So how the second largest continent of the world have come slightly more familiar to us. This continent can be learned as rest of Africa, an exceptional country. An exception goes in many things. Northern Africa is Islamic. Northern Africa is Caucasoid, white people. Northern Africa is economically more progressive. South Africa is altogether a different case. That is the reason I already told you it's a rainbow country. So take out exception. So कौन-कौन से exceptional country हैं? थोड़े से clear हुए. Exceptional countries are, travel करो east से west. आंखें बंद करो, recall करो, नाम बताओ. East to west, come on. Egypt, Libya, Tunisia, Algeria, Morocco plus South Africa. Comfortable? Yes, he is not, Ahmed. Ahmed is saying Elon Musk is also not dark skinned, ma'am. Yes, he is not. Chalo, exception hua, reminder. Zooming it out. 3 continents in our pocket. एक जो बेस कॉन्टिनेंट जहां से शुरू करा था नॉर्थ अमेरिका, जस्ट जूमिंग इट अप, बहुत क्लियरली लिखा हुआ है, अपने आप को रिमाइंड करा लें. ग्रीनलैंड belongs to North America, making it 3rd largest continent of the world. Politically is Denmark. Politically is Denmark. So these are the things which comes gradually into our study. We could have easily ignored Greenland, just mentioned it. Okay, coming up to reputation. I have got 6 habited continents. I need to be familiar with all these 6 habited continents. That is the reason we have randomly picked up a topic of our syllabus called cultural region. How much it is going to help me with the political map will prove it. But to begin with culture, we just wanted to have some knowledge about map of world. So we are just taking some cases. One more case left out, 3 I am repeating. Simply take deep breath, relax and remind yourself. When I talk about North America, I don't mean it to be synonymous to Anglo-America. So अब North America को side में रखते हैं. As cultural geographers, we are concerned with Anglo-America. So let it be Anglo-America for us. Anglo-American countries are Canada, USA, done. International boundary between Mexico and USA, Rio Grande, marks the beginning of Latin America. Latin America is comprised of our sample names: Mexico from North America, Guatemala, Panama from mainland Central America, Cuba, island Central America, and then Brazil, Argentina. Means Latin America at any consideration is bigger than Anglo-America. The 3rd continent that we have tried to tame is Africa, and when I talk about Africa as the continent, it is mosaic of countries and certainly cannot be done the way we have done, but we are beginning. At least I am at comfort with, I know the exceptional country and rest of Africa I will gradually handle. So we will handle it, but right now, which are the countries of Africa that goes exception culturally when I talk about rest of Africa? So Northern African countries and South Africa, क्योंकि South Africa is largely misinterpreted as Southern Africa, तो big blunder है वो. I hope I have made you clear. Southern Africa is a region, South Africa is an independent country, so they are not synonymous. So it was important for us to separate it out. Names will handle later. Exceptional countries, so 6 I can remember. So Northern African countries from Egypt to Morocco and South Africa, take it out as exception, and rest of Africa can be treated as one, and we'll prove it as we proceed with our study. Yahan tak clear? Okay. Now getting on to the largest continent of the world, Asia. Asia always had, actually Eurasia always had a debate. I have just made the map visible this much that all Eurasia is seen. Now carefully see it here. How do I define continent? आप अपने आप map of Asia खोल लीजिए. How do we define a continent? Continent is a big part, big mass of land, है ना? तो if I ask you to just recall, or let me just zoom it out for a while again. If I ask you to recall North America, South America, Africa, I can very visually, I am a beginner, I don't know much about map, but I can very clearly visually demarcate, this is a big mass of land separated from other land, African continent, South American continent, North American, I can easily justify it. There has been a debate among scholars, geographers and other scholars who take into study map, geographers by default the prominent, that Eurasia is a continuous landmass and thus should be treated as one continent, because definition of continent is what? Bigger mass of land bounded by oceans, ताकि वो it separates it out from the other land. So Europe and Asia are the continuous landmass. They should be considered as one. This debate have been completely put to rest. Now we don't have any debate relating to it, because Europe and Asia are very different from each other in the culture, economic and demographic attribute. They are very different. So we don't identify the debate at all. Europe is a different continent and Asia is a different continent. So we have to learn Asia. So what we take up Europe after some basic points of culture. So I have got political map. I'll advise you to see your physical map. Now this is Caspian Sea. I have just highlighted. Have all of us noticed it in our school atlases? Caspian Sea से north की तरफ almost in this alignment. Are you noticing Ural mountains on physical map? है ना? And on political map there is a red dot line that is made. So Ural mountains and Caspian Sea forms the boundary between Europe on west, Asia on east. Asia is located east of Europe. Europe is located west of Asia. Which location I am talking about? Which location I am talking about? Relative location. ठीक है? तो Asia is where? Asia is east of Ural mountains. ठीक है? Largest continent of the world. अब यूरल को भी हटा देते हैं, कैस्पियन सी को भी हटा देते हैं, एशिया को भी हटा देते हैं. कैसे पढ़ें एशिया? एशिया इज टू बी स्टडीड एज regions. So what I do, Asia is to be studied as regions. I am writing, फटाफट से कॉपी डाउन करो. एशिया, Northern Asia, Central Asia, because here we don't have that clear exceptions that we have handled so far. So थोड़ा सा base लिख दे रहे हैं. Number 3, East Asia, number 4, South Asia, number 5, Southwest Asia, and number 6, Southeast Asia. ठीक है? ओके. एड द सैंपल नेम्स, उसके बाद हम प्रूफ करते हैं. नॉर्दर्न एशिया, लार्जेस्ट कंट्री ऑफ द वर्ल्ड प्लीज. रशिया. Russia is considered to be the country of 2 continents. Country of 2 continents. Russia is a country of 2 continents. Smaller part of Russia is in Europe. Bigger part of Russia is in Asia. That part of Russia which is in Asia is called Siberian Russia. So I'll write both the things. Siberian Russia. What is Northern Asia? It's only Russia. Siberian Russia. मतलब politically only one country and done. ठीक? अच्छा. What is Central Asia? Sample country for us. Then we go to map and try to read others. So sample name we have selected Kazakhstan. East Asia is divided into mainland and island. So mainland I have selected China, and island I wish to select Japan. ठीक है, ओके। साउथ एशिया, अभी थोड़ी देर के लिए रुकेंगे यहां पर, मुझे एक क्वेश्चन का आंसर चाहिए आप लोगों से। We have heard about them. South Asia, South Asian Association for Regional Cooperation and Indian subcontinent. We have been using these terms very commonly. मेरा क्वेश्चन है, are these three terms synonymous? Yes, no, why? South Asia, SAARC, Indian subcontinent. Are these three terms synonymous? Yes, no, why? I am getting correct answer here. No, Ahmad, you are wrong. जैसे ही correct बोला आपने गलत wrong answer दे दिया. No, no, they are not synonymous. They are not synonymous. They are not synonymous. ठीक है, उनमें क्या डिफरेंस है उसको अभी मैप पर जस्टिफाई करते हैं, दोबारा रिपीट करेंगे, बट पहले हम यहां पर इनकॉर्पोरेट करते हैं। अफगानिस्तान सिंस 2005 हैव बीन मेंबर ऑफ सार्क. So SAARC is a regional cooperation. It's an association which includes Afghanistan also. So it has nothing to do with regional divide. So SAARC is definitely not in our radar. हटा देते हैं. South Asia and SAARC do not stand synonymous. South Asia is not inclusive of. South Asia is not including. Afghanistan. ठीक है, तो सार्क को हटा दिया. Now when I talk about South Asia, I include Indian subcontinent as also the constituent. So should I treat South Asia and Indian subcontinent as synonymous terms? सार्क को हटा दिया. Then also answer is no, because Indian subcontinent is only mainland. Indian subcontinent is only mainland. I hope you are understanding. So अपनी मैप की नॉलेज को अप्लाई करो. We, India, our dearest neighbor Pakistan, then Bangladesh, then Nepal, then Bhutan. I hope you are understanding. We are mainland. So mainland is Indian subcontinent. To make it South Asia, I require island also. तो sample name ले ले. South Asia will be including mainland, so I write sample country as us, and also island, so I take sample country as Sri Lanka. Rational choice है ना, अभी पूरा का पूरा इकोनॉमिक टर्मोइल में चल रहा है ना, श्रीलंका. ठीक है, समझ में आ गया. सार्क, साउथ एशिया and Indian subcontinent relate to each other, but they are not synonymous. They are not synonymous. हमारा कंसर्न क्या है? South Asia. So like East Asia, South Asia, mainland and island. So mainland by default our choice is India, and island in place of selecting both Sri Lanka and Maldives are selected Sri Lanka. Come on, that is a better choice. So South Asia भी clear हो गया? Yes, all of us. Okay, sample names I am writing, then I quickly go to map ताकि फिर problem नहीं हो. I'll be writing it on the tab also. Southwest Asia, I am selecting 3 countries. Afghanistan, Turkey, and Saudi Arabia. And I'll let you know why. Southeast Asia, I am not writing any country. I'll write it when I open up the map. I'll just answer your question, Ahmed. रिपीट करें यहाँ. हाउ मेनी पार्ट्स वी हैव डिवाइडेड एशिया इनटू 6. बाउंड्री पर बिल्कुल स्पेसिफिक नहीं जाएंगे, फटाफट से ओवल टाइप डिमार्केट करेंगे. दिस वॉज माई यूरल माउंटेन, है ना. सो कैन यू नोटिस कलर इन पॉलिटिकल मैप हेल्प्स मी इन अंडरस्टैंडिंग. अ वेरी स्मॉल पार्ट ऑफ रशिया इज इन यूरोप, a very big part of Russia is in Asia, and this is called Siberia. So Siberian Russia is my northern Asia. हटा दिया इसको, ठीक हुआ, डन. पार्ट 1 is over, हटा दिया. northern Asia. Then what I do, I slightly zoom it up here and I am noticing countries like Mongolia, China, in Korea Peninsula, North and South Koreas, दिख रहा है. Take, I am giving you lead here, you have to see it in your school atlas. The island country Japan and the island country Taiwan, ये सब क्या बना रहे हैं? They all are making East Asia. So we don't want to select all of them. So location wise, what is East Asia? Mainland and island. So which countries we have selected to give due representation? China for mainland and Japan for the island. Logical है. North, South Korea, Taiwan, Mongolia will add when we'll get on to the cultural region. Sample so that I become at ease. ठीक? Okay, I move west and I want you to see all of them. अब हम सारा hodgepodge यहाँ से remove करते हैं. पहले सबको हटा दिया. ध्यान से देखो. कजाकिस्तान, उज्बेकिस्तान, Turkmenistan, Kyrgyzstan, Tajikistan. Have you noticed them? Have you noticed them? Students in the virtual class, ऐसे नहीं करना है. You need to give me go ahead. है ना? These 5 breakaway countries of former USSR make Central Asian countries. These 5 USSR disintegrated into 15 independent countries. आज शायद नहीं, कल एकदम पक्का कंफर्म करा देंगे 15 कंट्री कौन से हमारे पॉकेट में, बिल्कुल आराम से, प्रॉब्लम नहीं रहेगी, क्योंकि हम एक रैशनैलिटी के साथ इसको पढ़ रहे हैं. हम लिस्ट बना के रट्टा नहीं मार रहे, बिकॉज लिस्ट मेकिंग इज द इजीएस्ट टास्क टू डू, बट लिस्ट रिटेनिंग इज द डिफिकल्ट मोस्ट टास्क इन वर्ल्ड. सो वी डिवोट 10 extra minutes to see, believe and then remember. Which are the 5 Central Asian countries? I don't want to remember all their names right now. My sample name is Kazakhstan, and Kazakhstan is an excellent choice. Biggest among the 5 breakaway country, economically the soundest. Karganda coal is here, crude oil, natural gas mobilization here, wheat triangle is here. Kazakhstan by default is our rational choice. Energy, industry, agriculture, all is there in our 5 blocks of the 40 days that we have charted out as our syllabus. So it will come. But important information. Which countries make Central Asia? Breakaway countries of former USSR. All of them? No. 5 breakaway countries. Our choice, Kazakhstan. Comfortable? अच्छा, अब जो सबसे important demarcation आता है वो यहाँ पर आ रहा है. अहमद, your question I am answering. ध्यान से देखो. When I talk about South Asia, so South Asia is mainland and island. So I am ticking all of them, right? Pakistan, India, Nepal, Bhutan, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, Maldives. ठीक है? Pakistan, India, Nepal, Bhutan, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, Maldives. They all make South Asia. Clear हुआ? That means South Asia is comprised of mainland plus island. यही हुआ ना? And SAARC is comprised of South Asia plus Afghanistan. तो SAARC के members पता चल गए अहमद? Which will be the members of SAARC then? Count करो. Pakistan, India, Nepal, Bhutan, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, Maldives and Afghanistan. Observer states are precisely all the big players. European Union, United States of America, China, Japan, South Korea. I hope you are aware of it, because SAARC by default is a geopolitical prominent hub. South Asia clear है? अब बहुत ध्यान से देखोगे, इसलिए पहले साउथ एशिया लिखा, उसके बाद हमने लिखा अदर कंट्रीज. यहां पर इंटरनेशनल बाउंड्री बिटवीन पाकिस्तान एंड अफगानिस्तान. International boundary, yes, Durand line, but I'm not talking about that right now. Good, shabash. International boundary between Pakistan and Afghanistan is the boundary between South Asia and Southwest Asia. And now can you see the countries that I have selected? I have asked you to write Afghanistan, I have asked you to write Turkey, and I have asked you to write Saudi Arabia. Apply karo, map is there in front of you. If I read it as West Asia, if I read it as West Asia, then you are covering Afghanistan, Turkey. Yes, no? But entire Arabian Peninsula goes untouched. As soon as I say Southwest Asia, I am in the position of including Afghanistan to Turkey and Arabian Peninsula. Arabian Peninsula, I have got huge number of countries. All the Gulf countries, Kuwait, Bahrain, Qatar, UAE, वो भी आएंगे, but they are microscopic for the time being. So which is our sample case here? Saudi Arabia. I hope it is comfortable. Which countries may represent Southwest Asia for we the beginners? Afghanistan, बहुत important है. Afghanistan is member of SAARC and that has created confusion for us. Regionally, Afghanistan is Southwest Asia, not South Asia. So Afghanistan to Turkey and Saudi Arabia. I think the choice of the countries is done. अच्छा, अब आओ Southeast Asia पर. I'll be taking Southeast Asia right here. ठीक है? Removing all this. Take it like this. You have to take support of your physical map. So international boundary of India with Myanmar. Older name Burma is written in my map. International boundary of Indian northeastern state with Myanmar marks the boundary between South Asia and Southeast Asia. ठीक है? Southeast Asia, changing colors and demarcating it, is also mainland and island. I never wrote it. You can write it, but first understand. Mainland and island. Mainland. I am changing colors. Mainland include Myanmar. Mainland include Indochina Peninsula. I have used green color. Just take this green demarcated patch, transfer it on your physical map. Have you noticed Indochina Peninsula written on physical map? Yes, no? All of us? Yes बोलने में भी कितनी प्रॉब्लम. हम लगातार बोल रहे हैं, आपसे yes भी नहीं बोला जा रहा. Yes, ठीक है. Myanmar, Indochina Peninsula, and then mainland even now is not over. Are you noticing this blue projecting peninsula? It is called Malaya Peninsula. See it on physical map. Yes, come on. So mainland of Southeast Asia, mainland of Southeast Asia is best learned with 3 divide. अब हम हॉटस्पॉट हटा देंगे, पहले आप मैप देखो. Is best learned with 3 divides. Which are the 3 divides? Myanmar, Indochina Peninsula. When I say Indochina Peninsula, your choice, select any country. Vietnam, Laos, Cambodia, Thailand. कोई भी select कर लो. वियतनाम कर लेते हैं. वियतनाम इकोनॉमिकली थोड़ा साउंड प्रोग्रेसिव, हो ची मिंह सिटी है ना, वियतनाम ले लिया. तो इंडो चाइना पेनिनसुला वियतनाम, म्यांमार, एंड देन मलाया पेनिनसुला. सो मलाया पेनिनसुला में आपको क्या नोटिस करना है? मलाया पेनिनसुला, मलेशिया. आई एम रिमूविंग दिस ब्लू लाइन सो दैट यू कैन सी द कलर स्कीम एंड मेक सेंस. थोड़ा सा जूम कर रहे हैं, जूम आउट कर देते हैं. दिस वे इट विल बी बेटर. ध्यान से देखो. Malaya Peninsula is comprised of Malaysia, Singapore. Malaysia is not the mainland country. Malaysia is also an island. This big island, can you see this big island on your physical map? Can you notice that this island is called Borneo? And can you see how big ease wonders that color usage in political map do? Borneo is the island on the map of world that is politically divided into 3 countries. Yes, no, southern major part of Borneo is Indonesia, north central part is Malaysia, and microscopic northern part is Brunei. Yes, no, noticing? Noticing. So what I am trying to say is that if you try to take up Malaya Peninsula as Malaysia, it's okay. Mainland is also Malaysia. We want to take Singapore because Singapore is a city country again, but it's a very important country, so we want to select it. Why important? I'll prove it. So in Malaya Peninsula, we want to select Singapore. And when I come to islands of Southeast Asia, I should be focusing on the largest country. खुद से देखो, बिल्कुल color scheme को notice करेंगे. Are you noticing that this country truly becomes the biggest country here? Indonesia. Come on, Indonesia is the largest country of Southeast Asia, and Indonesia is 4th most populous country of the world. After China, India, United States of America, it is Indonesia. So no prize for guessing. Indonesia is largest country and most populous country of Southeast Asia. So by default, when I come to island, Indonesia is my choice. But because we are learning culture, so it's important that we take Philippines into our consideration also. Visible here. No, Thailand tail. Thailand tail कह सकते हैं is part of Malaya Peninsula. But Malaya Peninsula is essentially identified south of Isthmus of Kra. Let us not go there for the time being. Malaya Peninsula is including Malaysia and Singapore. Philippines. So which 2 countries? There are many small countries, like we have taken Brunei, in Indonesia, Timor-Leste. There are smaller countries, many years, but we want to select both Indonesia and Philippines as island. I am zooming it out. Try and notice it carefully. Repeating. How many parts we divide? How many parts we divide Asia into? 6. ठीक है, पूरा एशिया को जूम आउट कर देते हैं, ज्यादा आसान रहेगा. How many parts we divide Asia into? 6. चॉइस नहीं था, 6 को पकड़ना था तो पकड़ लिया. अच्छा, मूविंग फ्रॉम व्हाट वी अटेम्प्टेड द लिस्ट. साउथ ईस्ट एशिया, I can have it mainland and island, but then it will not be complete information. So we said mainland, Myanmar, Indo-China Peninsula, Malaya Peninsula. So I am aware of some sample countries. Myanmar, Vietnam, Singapore, and then island, Indonesia, Philippines, out. South Asia, mainland, India, island, Sri Lanka. Southwest Asia, not west, southwest. So Afghanistan, Turkey, Saudi Arabia. Central Asia, 5 breakaway countries of former USSR. Sample Kazakhstan. East Asia, mainland and island. Sample name China, Japan. And North Asia, Siberia. It's Russia and we call it Siberian Russia. Interesting fact hai, among the top 10 most populous countries of the world, Russia is included. Russia is the country of 2 continents. Very small part of Russia is in Europe and a big part of Russia is in Asia. We are aware of it. In spite of this, when I say Russia is among the top 10 most populous countries of the world, it is referred that Russia is the only country that is representing Europe in this list. It doesn't sound convincing. Russia को आप European country क्यों count कर रहे हो? Major part of Russia is in Asia. So why, how correct it is for me to say that Russia is the only country that is representing Europe when it comes to the most populous countries of the world? Because smaller part of Russia is most habited. Siberia is largely uninhabited. Conditions are not favorable. So these information comes gradually. So by the time we are learning these information and we are struggling, साइबीरिया कहाँ, तो जो information हमें चाहिए वो तो साइड में रह जाएगी, साइबीरिया पर ही हम स्ट्रगल करते रहेंगे. So it's important that I am at ease. Let it be that I am devoting half an hour extra in learning it. No problems at all. 4 habited continents, I think we are slightly better familiar now. Yes, all of us? बढ़ सकते हैं आगे. Asia divided into 6. Africa exceptions. फटाफट रिमाइंड कर दो. मोरक्को छोड़ेंगे नहीं हम तो पीछे पड़े रहेंगे. बताओ जल्दी से. मोरक्को, अल्जीरिया, टूनिशिया, लिबिया, इजिप्ट एंड शाबाश एंड रेस्ट ऑफ अफ्रीका. ठीक हो गया. ओके, हाउ वी हैव डिस्टिंग्विश बिटवीन लैटिन अमेरिका एंड एंग्लो अमेरिका. लैटिन अमेरिका, मेक्सिको, सेंट्रल अमेरिका प्लस ब्राजील, अर्जेंटीना, एंड एंग्लो अमेरिका, यूएसए एंड कनाडा. 6 हैबिटेड कॉन्टिनेंट्स में 4 तो आ गए ना हमारे पॉकेट में. ओशनिया और यूरोप को भी रहने दो, थोड़ी देर बाद लेकर आते हैं. बड़े आगे बढ़ते हैं. वी आर सपोज टू लर्न कल्चर एंड व्हेन वी टेक द अंडरस्टैंडिंग ऑफ कल्चर वी नीड टू इंटरप्रेट. दिस वाज आवर फाउंडेशन एक्चुअली. डन. पेन ड्रॉप करेंगे, समझेंगे. व्हाट इज कल्चर? कल्चर इज वे ऑफ लाइफ. There is a scholar in human geography, his name is called father of human geography, French scholar, बहुत लंबा नाम है, Paul Weidel de la Blache. एक बार पढ़ने पर we talk about his complete name, उसके बाद फिर we call him Blache. So Paul Weidel de la Blache, designated as father of human geography, possibilism. He was a possibilist. You know what is possibilism. And he talked about genre divai. Genre divai stands for ways of living. What is culture? Culture is all encompassing term that takes into consideration ways of living. So what will be my way of living? You can keep on counting. What food I eat, what clothes I wear, which economic activity I am concerned with. Yes, all of us. What is my religious ideology, which language I speak, whether I am oriented towards the perception, idea that is fundamentalist. I am happy doing what my great grandfather used to do. I don't want to ask the question why, or I ask the question why it should be done this way. You know, I want to satisfy myself before I follow that. So ideology we fundamentally divide it, or we basically divide it into fundamentalist and cosmopolitan. Everything. So everything that determines my course of living as an individual, our course of living as a community, is called culture. So culture automatically becomes all-encompassing term. What are the elements of culture that we cultural geographers attempt to study? ABC. Cultural trait, cultural complex, and cultural region. What is the similarity, still the difference between them? Cultural trait is individual cultural attribute. Example बताते हैं. You have seen people in desert. सारा desert चले जाओ, राजस्थान इंडिया चले जाओ. People in Rajasthan, India, desert, tend to wear very bright color clothes. And they have got the culture of covering their heads. Females having veil, men having pagdi, so that they can actually have their heads covered. What is this component? Clothing culture that I am talking about. Excellent example of cultural attribute, single trait. Agreed? Why do I wear bright color clothes? Because I want to make maximum possible reflection of incoming solar radiation. Why do I have the practice of covering my head? Because I want to protect myself from potential heat stroke. Come on, is this clothing culture, cultural trait or attribute is in isolation? No, it is part and parcel of the physical condition. That means every attribute is part and parcel of a complex. Yes, no? Yesterday I talked about example relating to Indian dietary culture. आप खुद से सोचो, Dietary culture, which term you will be applying? What we eat is what of ABC? Attribute, trait. What I eat is a cultural trait. What decides what I eat? Environmental condition. By in India, why the food culture is non-compatible to the aquaculture? Because I've got rich agro-climatic condition, you name the crop and we are cultivating it. Come on, understanding? So attributes are not in isolation. Attributes are always in combination to many other determinants. So attributes are important. What is meant by attribute? One more thing I am writing here, you can just add it on to your write-up. When I take reference of attribute, page number here. When I talk about attributes, what you have to take into reference? Single cultural trait, any single trait. So I have given you example of clothing culture. I have given you example of food culture. You can supplement the term as dietary culture. Hai na? They all are example of what? They all are example of trait. And many examples can be there. Islamic culture, religion is identified to be fundamentalist, dominantly fundamentalist. Saudi Arabia continues. Saudi Arabia is a very rich country. We all are aware of it. And Saudi Arabia continues to have that fundamentalism very strongly identified. Abhi very recently, just prior to the COVID, they gave driving rights to females. Mane such a big deal कि driving rights मिल गया females को. It is fundamentalist. Now, what is the cultural trait that I see in Saudi Arabia? It's fundamentalist. Why? Because most of the Islamic world have got desert culture. Desert, they have remained isolated in their course of cultural development. They never had any reason whatsoever to communicate with the global community, and global community were not interested towards them. It was thanks to Suez Canal, it was thanks to crude oil that gradually this area opened up to world. I hope you are understanding. So even that fundamentalism, because I am somewhere closed, I am not opening up to the global growth and global dimension. Making sense? So traits cannot be isolated. However, I can talk about some traits. Traits are part and parcel of complex system. It is integrated. Integrative of what? What is cultural system or what is cultural complex? Interrelation of cultural traits with each other and with physical environment. I think this is very well done. ठीक है? Convinced with both of them? True false बताइए. Virtual class students also true false बताइए. Am I correct in saying that study of culture by we human geographers should be more about cultural complex rather than cultural trait? True false? Cultural complex rather than cultural trait? True. Because individual trait may not give me the interrelation. Interrelation by default will give me the scope to learn about trait. Yes or no? Yes, no. Here all of you. Yes, no, true. Yes. So cautious. When we take reference of study of culture, when we take reference of study of culture in human geography, we are not ignorant of traits. But our focus remains on system or complex. But what is the heading? What is the topic written in our syllabus? Cultural region. Cultural region को हमने supplement कर दिया cultural realm. ध्यान से देखो. realm, region. I have got one cultural region. कोई भी नाम ले लेते हैं. I am taking reference of cultural region, say Islamic. I attempt it here. I say Islamic cultural region, or I say Islamic cultural realm. आपको क्या लग रहा है, हमने इस कल्चरल रिल्म को किसके बेसिस पर लिया? ट्रेट की कॉम्प्लेक्स. ट्रेट, इस्लामिक तो साउंड कर रहा है ना, रिलीजन, सो इट इज वन ट्रेट. ध्यान से पढ़ो. कल्चरल रिल्म और कल्चरल रीजन is homogeneity in dominating trait. Come on, region is one of the 5 themes of geography. Region is study of similarity within and heterogeneity between. तो when you are learning cultural region, आप क्या पढ़ना चाहते हो? Similarity within. तो if every cultural region is complex of cultural system, हम cultural region को कैसे demarcate करें? On the basis of a dominating trait. Got it? Definition आ गया. What is a cultural region? Cultural region is demarcation of homogeneous cultural units based on dominating cultural trait. Based on dominating cultural trait. It doesn't mean it is only dealing that trait. भाई आई एम डीलिंग विद इस्लामिक कल्चर, ठीक है, डोमिनेटिंग ट्रेट है. इस्लामिक कल्चर में सऊदी अरेबिया भी है, इस्लामिक कल्चर में अफगानिस्तान भी है और इस्लामिक कल्चर में टर्की भी है. Of the recent political disturbances and development, I do agree to this, but there is no official change. Turkey is the only secular state in Islamic world. Turkey is also a country of 2 continents. Istanbul is in Europe. And Turkey is one of the most developed countries in Islamic world. Saudi Arabia is very rich, but not developed. Turkey is developed, agrarian, industrial, transport, link. And what is Afghanistan? It was a progress story in 70s, pre-Taliban. Now it is an excellent example of devastated politico-economic social fabric. Yes or no? All of them are Islamic. Yeah, where is Afghanistan? Bottommost. We don't use the term underdeveloped, so we will not use it. But it is bottommost when it comes to economic prospect. Turmoil, political disturbance right now. Very short-lived, revived democratic setup. Ab it is back to Taliban, we all are aware of it. When I talk about Saudi Arabia, I say too rich. And when I talk about Turkey, I say it is not that rich, but it is technologically and economically much more affluent. Are we not talking about other traits? We are. But what is the dominating similarity? What is the dominating similarity on which I have said that these 3 countries are a cultural region? One trait, Islamic religion. लिखवा दें definition. Bold heading है cultural regions of world. Write down the definition. Cultural region or cultural realm is a homogeneous cultural unit. Homogeneous cultural unit demarcated on the basis of demarcated on the basis of dominating cultural trait. Dominating cultural trait. Are we comfortable till here? मान लीजिए आपसे क्वेश्चन पूछा जाए what is culture? The culture is all encompassing term. Culture is applied with a 3-fold study: cultural trait, cultural complex, cultural region. 1 लाइन डेफिनेशन लिख दो, कल्चरल रीजन में डिटेल्स अप्लाई करो, बढ़ जाए आगे, बढ़े। यस, आई एम क्रिएटिंग अ फ्लो चार्ट, कॉपी इट डाउन विद मी। Cultural region by Bock and Webb, based on religion, economic activity, and race. I don't need to write, but I'm still writing. Attributes, bold heading reads cultural region, so I'm not rewriting it as cultural region. Copy it down the way I'm writing, don't wait, keep on copying now. Major, Christianity, Islamic, Indic, East Asian, Bock and Webb, W-E-B-B, Bock and Webb. These are the names of the historians. I'll just speak about them. Minor, Southeast Asian, Meso-African, Minor Oceania, I'll write Oceanian, and I'll put on a star mark to it. I'm giving them number so that it becomes easier for us to take their characteristics in comparison. By default, we have to learn each one of them in details. Bock and Webb historians. These historians attempted the classification of cultural regions of the world in 1980s. It's important for us to be aware of the time because that time USSR was existing. So while learning the cultural regions, we'll be adding that now USSR is disintegrated. So what are the equations change that are there? So Bock and Webb historians, question arises, have none of the geographers attempted the classification to cultural region? If answer is yes, why it is so that we follow historians classification? I'll prove it in a minute. पहले दो चीजें समझे, फ्लो चार्ट हमने बना लिया. Cultural region is homogeneity of the cultural location. Homogeneity is demarcated on the basis of dominating cultural trait. Cultural trait is single attribute of culture which definitely is incomplete in its analysis, because every cultural trait is part and parcel of a complex. कोई भी cultural identity isolation में नहीं होती. It has got its reason. Reason because of other cultural trait or reason because of the physical environment. Canada have agricultural practice called monoculture. Canada has agricultural practice called monoculture. माने if India is having 3 crops cultivated per year, Rabi, Kharif, Zaid, Canada has got only 1 crop per year, monoculture. Why? This is a cultural trait of Canada, developed country of the world. Sirf 1 crop per year. Winters become too grim and lengthy to cultivate crop. Yes, no? So agricultural trait or economic trait is regulated by physical environment. So nothing can go in isolation. I have got plentiful examples that I can keep on counting. So आप cultural region पढ़ रहे हो, you are demarcating cultural region based on a dominating cultural trait, fine. But that doesn't mean that that is the only trait you are learning. You will be learning everything about culture. So, Bock and Webb's classification, first thing, Bock and Webb historians. Classification is based on 3 prominent cultural attributes. Religion, कम से कम 2 नाम तो speak out ही कर रहे हैं religion based, Christianity and Islamic. Then it is economic activity, we will deal up with the details later. And third one is race. Race, we have taken the understanding of it. If I visualize European dweller, UNFPA identifies that it is outdated. I'll write it here. United Nations Fund for Population Activity. जैसे ये introductory head खत्म हो जाएगा, population शुरू करेंगे, UNFPA will come into our radar. United Nations Fund for Population Activity way back in 1951 observed pure races are not found on the map of world. Of course, barring the exception of some of the primitive population. So I think this statement by itself very clearly proves that race is something which is outdated. 2022, 51 it was stated no pure race. But still when I talk about the cultural identity as a general demarcation, can all of us imagine a European dweller? Tall built, sharp features, straight hair. Can now we imagine a Chinese individual, comparatively short stature, broad blunt features, skin color is slightly palish yellow and hair is again very silky straight. And now imagine a black individual. Features built can be very tall, features tall like European dweller, but features are much broad, nose is very broad, eyes are very broad, dark skin color and woolly hair. Principal divide of mankind on the basis of physical appearance is called race. And Bock and Webb have utilized race also as a trait to classify cultural region. So what are the 3 bases? Economic activity, religion and race. So we are learning one scholar, group of scholars work, so we are just giving ourselves that understanding. This much is clear. Now please try to add one more important thing. Whenever I general purpose use the term major and minor, किस context में use करते हैं major, minor? Major, big, something which is in a big area, है ना? Minor, which is in smaller area. ठीक है? अब simply क्या करो? Relax करके map of world को recall करो. Relax करके map of world को recall करना है, कुछ और नहीं करना. Anglo-America is Christianity. Latin America is Christianity. Europe, I don't know much about. All Europe is Christianity. All Europe is Christianity means Russia is Christianity. Russia means Northern Asia also. So Northern Asia भी गया Christianity में. And then Oceania. I have not talked much about Oceania, but when I say Oceania, it means Australia, New Zealand, plus Micronesia, Melanesia, Polynesia. तो वी आर सेइंग मेजर ओशनिया, क्योंकि फ्लो चार्ट में माइनर ओशनिया लिखा है ना स्टार मार्क के साथ, मेजर ओशनिया. तो मेजर ओशनिया इज ऑस्ट्रेलिया, न्यूजीलैंड. ठीक है, दोबारा से रिपीट कर रहे हैं. Which among the habited world goes with Christianity? All Anglo-America gone, all Latin America gone, entire Europe gone, Australia, New Zealand gone, Northern Asia gone. तो मेजर तो फिर सिर्फ क्रिश्चियनिटी को होना चाहिए. Yes, no. Mindset क्या कहता है? Major means something which is in bigger area. So if it has to do with big area, तो Christianity should be the only major culture. Agreed? All rest of them should be minor. But the flow chart says major include Islamic, South Asian and East Asian. South Asian, Indic. It includes South Asian also. Yes? So that means there is something different as major and minor name here. So सोच कर देखेंगे. Homogeneity is the criteria for a region. So those regions where cultural trait shows very strong homogeneity, we call them major. And when the homogeneity is comparatively weaker, we call it minor. So major and minor has nothing to do with size. Major, minor has nothing to do with size. Which is the major cultural region? Where cultural coherence or cultural similarity is very strong. Which are minor? Where cultural coherence or similarity is comparatively weaker. समझ में आ गई बात? दोबारा से रिपीट कर रहे हैं. स्टूडेंट्स राइट हियर इन द वर्चुअल क्लास, बात समझ में आई? आई एम रिपीटिंग फॉर श्योर. अंकित ध्यान से सुनेंगे दोबारा से. वी आर लर्निंग कल्चरल रीजन्स ऑफ द वर्ल्ड. सो सबसे पहले व्हाट वी डिड, व्हाट इज मेंट बाय कल्चर? वे ऑफ लिविंग. What is culture? What is the study of culture? What do we study in culture? In culture, we study cultural traits and cultural complexes. What is the difference? Still similarity between them. Cultural traits and cultural complexes relate to each other, but they are not synonymous. What is cultural trait? Individual cultural attribute. What language I speak, which religion I belong to or I believe in, what is my general course of living, fundamentalist, cosmopolitan, scientific fervor, what food I eat, what clothes I wear, what is the activity I am engaged in, everything. So when I try to chart out 1, 2, 3, 4 traits, it is called individual attribute. Can individual attribute rationally be judged in individuality? No. Every attribute has got some cause and effect kind of thing. Because of this has happened and it is leading to this. I hope you are understanding. So learning culture cannot be confined to isolated study of cultural trait. It has to be studied as cultural complex or cultural system, then only it makes a rational outcome. So culture is a study of cultural trait and complex. How do I study cultural region? Cultural region is study of cultural trait and cultural complex. But what is region in geography? Homogeneous geographical area. So if every cultural region we are looking in for homogeneity, automatically will be selecting something dominating. So what is cultural region? Homogeneity in the dominating cultural trait. It doesn't mean that we ignore rest of the other cultural trait, and I'll prove it as we'll be enlarging it. But I classify them on the basis of major cultural trait, whose classification we take into reference. It is classification given to us by Bock and Webb. Bock and Webb historians attempted the cultural classification, cultural regions classification involving religion, economic activity and race as important cultural dash to classify. Important cultural dash to classify. Traits. They have, trait is the base of classification, yes or no? So on what basis they have classified races, religion and economic activity. For them, which are the principal cultural trait? These three. And based on it, how many cultural regions they have demarcated? Virtual class students, you are not participating. I don't appreciate it. 7. 7 is correlated with major, minor. What is the meaning of major? Strong coherence. What is the meaning of minor? Weak coherence. Major, minor has nothing to do with size. और उसको प्रूफ करने के लिए हमने आपको क्रिश्चियनिटी कल्चर का एरिया भी बता दिया. That if 6 cohabited continents are to be counted, majority of them goes with Christianity. तो अगर major, as per my mindset of use of the term major, Christianity will be only major, rest all will become minor. But that is not the case. So major when there is stronger similarity, minor when the similarity is weaker. And we have got 7 cultural regions to be explored. Are we comfortable till here? Yes. आपको अपना क्या करना है? मैप ऑफ नॉलेज, मैप ऑफ वर्ल्ड को अप्लाई करना है. मैप ऑफ वर्ल्ड को अप्लाई करके क्या बताना है? ध्यान से देखें, कुछ लिख नहीं रहे, थोड़ा सा बस एक जनरल ओवरव्यू. मैप ऑफ वर्ल्ड को फ्लैश करेंगे अपने सामने. क्रिश्चियनिटी आई टॉक्ड अबाउट, सो आई डोंट टॉक अबाउट इट. इस्लामिक, विजुअलाइज करो, कुछ नहीं लिखना. इस्लामिक, मोरक्को, अल्जीरिया, टूनिशिया, लिबिया, Egypt, South West Asia, Central Asia. Bana? Yes, no? Yes. So from Northern Africa via South West Asia to Central Asia, Islamic. Anglo-America out, Latin America out, Europe out, Northern Asia out. Kahan out? Christianity. Major Oceania bhi out, Christianity. What is left out with me? वन बाय वन चलते हैं. व्हाट इज लेफ्ट आउट विद मी? अफ्रीका. अफ्रीका, नदर्न अफ्रीका, एक्सेप्शनली पढ़ा था ना. नदर्न अफ्रीका, इस्लामिक. रेस्ट ऑफ अफ्रीका, रेस्ट ऑफ अफ्रीका, मेसो अफ्रीका. यस ऑल ऑफ अस. मेसो अफ्रीकन कल्चर, रेस्ट ऑफ अफ्रीका. नदर्न अफ्रीका को आपने किसके साथ डाल दिया? इस्लामिक. कंफर्टेबल ऑल ऑफ अस. चलो अफ्रीका भी कवर हुआ, यूरोप कवर हो ही चुका. आ जाओ एशिया में. साउथ एशिया, ईस्ट एशिया, साउथ ईस्ट एशिया. आई होप यू आर अंडरस्टैंडिंग इट. व्हाट इज लेफ्ट आउट इन एशिया? सेंट्रल एशिया, साउथ वेस्ट एशिया. गया इस्लामिक के साथ? Yes, no? Yes, are you understanding it? I am covering complete habited world. अच्छा, which part of habited world is left out? स्टार मार्क के साथ लिखा है माइनर ओशनिया. अब खुद से जज करो. एक इंपॉर्टेंट फैक्ट बता रहे हैं आपको, खुद से जज करेंगे, फिर एक फ्लो चार्ट बनाएंगे. जजमेंट क्या लेनी है? 2010-11 UN population table we take into account. I do have the UNFPA table of 2019. And for geriatrics and life expectancy, we do add that. But otherwise, our base table will be 2010-11 UN population table, because we have to have the compatibility of the country-wide censuses also. So I don't have any country coming up with the 2021 census data, largely because of the pandemic. India is also no exception. So as per 2010-11 UN population table, global population density is 41 persons per square kilometer. Okay, Delhi has 11,000 persons per square kilometer. And what is the global population density that we take into account? 41. Why I have started talking about population? Because I want to prove one very important thing, that when I take population study into consideration, it is Oceania. We have not touched that continent. It will take some time, so we have purposefully deleted it from our studies for the time being. When I come to Oceania, Oceania is the sparsest clustered continent of the world. What is the population density of Oceania? 3 persons per square kilometer. World 41. And in Oceania, which are the countries that will be accounting for major share of population? I don't think I need to tell you that. It is Australia and New Zealand. So the majority of Oceania goes with Australia and New Zealand, And when I need to count about the other constituents of Oceania, when I talk about the other constituents of Oceania, they become what? Melanesia, Micronesia, Polynesia. And when I try to take them into account, by default they are largely uninhabited. They are largely what? Uninhabited. I hope you are understanding. So that automatically gave minor Oceania the minor edge. मतलब Bock and Webb लिख रहे हैं तो minor Oceania लिखना पड़ेगा. Otherwise, examiner can consider that you have left out a part of Bock and Webb answer writing, so I can deduct out the marks. Otherwise, we can safely avoid it. We'll talk about that later. Okay? Okay, cultural regions we are taking into account, and we have understood that there are 7 cultural regions on the map of world, and we have to learn each one of them. Cultural regions are homogeneous areas, homogeneity demarcated on the basis of dominating cultural traits. Which is the cultural region we want to begin with? It is Christianity. I am making a flow chart. मेरे साथ copy down करो. Based on sects, I'll write it here. Sects. We classify Christianity culture into cosmopolitan, fundamentalist. Cosmopolitan stand synonymous to. I advise you to please copy it down. Cosmopolitan stand synonymous to. Protestant Christianity. And for we geographers, incorporate path and destination. I hope we have recalled the term path and destination. Source area. Path is source area, and destination when I talk about where it diffused. When it comes to fundamentalist, I have got 2 subdivides applied. Which are they? Both are fundamentalist. Then what is the reason that we need to talk about both of them? I'll prove it. Roman Catholic involves both path and destination. And that is the reason you need to be very comfortable with these categorizations so that none of the important point is missed out when you are writing the answer. And why it is such bulkier cultural realm or region? Because it is related to maximum part of habited world. Anglo-America, Latin America, all Europe, and that is the reason we have left out Europe. Europe is still not in our radar. We don't know anything about Europe. Oceania still is manageable. I'll dictate the points. पहले जरा ध्यान से सुनते हैं, ठीक है? Flow chart is there in front of you, and we are taking up reference of this study in account to this flow chart. Which type of cultural region Christianity cultural region is? Major. Why it is major? Because it has got strong coherence. What are the elements that shows strong coherence in Christianity culture? 2 things. Number 1, they all have similar religion. And number 2, they have got similar race. They all are Caucasoid people, white people. White skin, lighter skin color. We Indians are also dominantly Caucasoid. We are actually multiracial country, but the dominating population that we have in our country, we call them Dravidian and Aryan, dominating. More I go to Ladakh, more I go to Uttarakhand, more I go to Sikkim, more I go to the other 7 northeastern states, and also Champaigns. Champaigns after 2004 tsunami have come into limelight as the primitive community of our country. They all have got dominance of Mongoloid people. So we are a multiracial country, but the sizable Indian population is called Dravidians and Aryans. Dravidians, the peninsular dwellers, South Indian, and Aryans, the North Indian. Whether I talk about South Indians or North Indians, we all are Caucasoid. But our skin color is not that white as is of European dweller. So we are called what? Brown Caucasoids. So Indians are dominantly brown Caucasoid. Otherwise, when I use the term Caucasoid, it is with white people. Take? Okay. What is the reason Christianity is dominant major? Because it has got at least 2 traits of culture that has got no uniform similarity. So Christianity and Caucasoid, done. It is covering major part of habited world. I am writing answer on Christianity. I cannot write it is Christianity and it is Caucasoid and done. So what I do is, I take the sect divide. Religion is subdivided as sects. Like in Islamic, it is Shias and Sunnis. Like in Hinduism, it is Vaishnav, Shaiv, Shakti. You can have many of them. So in Christianity, it is Protestant, Roman Catholic, and Orthodox Christianity. Now we have to deal up with all 3 of them. Why we have categorized them into 2? Because one is cosmopolitan and 2 is fundamentalist. Cosmopolitan is when religion is not dictating your day-to-day living. I'll be dictating every point, and please ध्यान से सुनकर समझ लीजिए इस फ्लो चार्ट का मीनिंग. Are Protestant Christianity people. Protestant Christianity followers are cosmopolitan in their ideology. They are followers of Christianity, but they follow scientific temperament rather than blind beliefs. Popes are present in church, but popes are not given that status which is applied in fundamentalist Christianity. You all know Vatican City, and you all know the status of Pope in Vatican City. They have got political dominance also. I hope you are understanding. They call Pope Papa. In fundamental Christianity, Pope is referred as Papa. Papa, Father. What will be the importance of Father in our life, we can easily understand. That kind of domain. So Pope as a link between me and Almighty. So there is prominence given to Pope in fundamentalist Christianity. Pope is not given that prominence in cosmopolitan, Protestant. Protestant scientific fervor rather than belief is the way of living. Automatically, therefore, it comes very spontaneous. Protestant Christianity does involve developed countries. United Kingdom is Haath. United States of America is a destination because Protestant Christianity marked its origin in Western Europe. I don't know much about Europe, so I've safely selected United Kingdom. It marked its genesis in Europe, and European settlers settled New World. As they settled New World, developed New World, Anglo-America and major Oceania, 4 countries are there. आप मुझे नाम बता सकते हैं. I am waiting for the names. United States of America, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, 4 countries है, चारों लिख सकते हैं. Source is Western Europe. We are not aware of map of Europe, so United Kingdom. Destination is a developed New World, Anglo-America and major Oceania. Haath destination. Why it is so important for me to take Haath and destination? सोच कर देखो. UK and USA. लिखवाएंगे सब कुछ समझ कर देखेंगे. UK, small size country, heavy population load. United States of America, बिग साइज कंट्री, लेस पॉपुलेशन लोड। कनाडा भी बिग साइज कंट्री है, ऑस्ट्रेलिया इज ऑल्सो बिग साइज कंट्री, न्यूजीलैंड इज नॉट। तो उसमें रिकॉल कर लेंगे, मेजर ओशनिया में पॉपुलेशन डेंसिटी क्या है, 3 पर्सन्स पर स्क्वायर किलोमीटर। कम ऑन, न्यूजीलैंड को छोटा कंट्री भी रहने दो, पॉपुलेशन कितनी है? गेटिंग इट? सो केयरफुल, राइटिंग में भी राइट, हाथ इज इंटेंसिव कल्चर, डेस्टिनेशन इज एक्सटेंसिव कल्चर। माने क्या? इंटेंसिव, अनफेवरेबल लैंड मैन रेशो, डिमांड इज मोर, लैंड इज लेस, so automatically it will be intensive culture. Where? At Hath. Destination extensive, favorable landman ratio. बात समझ में आ रही है? United Kingdom has got maximum of its population in old age. 8 sex pyramid सुना है? सबने सुना है। 8 sex pyramid की शुरुआत कब से हुई? 1800 AD। 8 sex pyramid ऐसे बनाया गया। This was a graphical device. Population geography पढ़ना है। I told you almost everything will come up into our study in details eventually. In 1800 AD, this graphical device was developed for the first time, and it was called age-sex pyramid. Ideal age-sex pyramid can be divided into 2 parts. On the left side we plot male population, on the right side we plot female population. एक ideal age-sex pyramid ऐसा है। अच्छा, एज सेक्स कॉम्पोजिशन, तो एज इज टू बी प्लॉटेड, सेक्स वी हैव प्लॉटेड। देयर आर कंट्रीज विच हैव स्टार्टेड गिविंग रिकॉग्निशन टू थर्ड जेंडर। डेमोग्राफिक डेटा आर ऑल्सो कलेक्टेड, बट वी आर येट टू इनकॉर्पोरेट इट इन एज सेक्स कॉम्पोजिशन, सो इट इज नॉट इनकॉर्पोरेटेड, सो वी टेक ओनली 2 sex composition. And where do we apply on age? So say this is my young, this is my mature, and this is my old age. 0 to 14, 15, 15 to 59, 59 plus. ठीक हो गया? India has maximum population in mature. Kenya has maximum population in young. United Kingdom has maximum population in old. तीनों का शेप पिरामिडिकल होगा? तीनों का शेप पिरामिडिकल होगा? नहीं। If I am saying India is having maximum population in mid age, तो मिड ब्रॉड हो गया ना, पिरामिडिकल शेप तो रहा नहीं। यस नो? यूरोपियन कंट्रीज हैव गॉट मैक्सिमम पॉपुलेशन इन ओल्ड एज, ओल्ड ब्रॉडेस्ट हो गया। यस नो? दैट इज द रीजन द टर्म एज सेक्स पिरामिड आई विल नॉट से इज नॉट वैलिड, क्योंकि वी डू हैव इन कीनिया एज सेक्स पिरामिड, बिल्कुल वैलिड है, बट एज सेक्स पिरामिड इज नाउ नॉट हैविंग इट्स यूनिफॉर्म वैलिडिटी। तो इसलिए हमने एज सेक्स पिरामिड को कौन से टर्म से सप्लीमेंट कर दिया? इट इज कॉल्ड एज सेक्स कोहर्ट। हम ये टर्म लिखवाएंगे आपको, इसलिए समझा दिया। कोहर्ट, कोहर्ट इज व्हाट? एज सेक्स ग्रुपिंग। यू आर नॉट स्टैंडर्डाइजिंग इट ऑन शेप। पिरामिड बोलोगे तो ट्राइंगुलर ही तो लेना पड़ेगा ना, बट एज सेक्स कोहर्ट गिव्स मी द फ्लेक्सिबिलिटी ऑफ द शेप। ठीक है? ओके, सो नाउ केयरफुल, when I talk about Christianity, Hath, intensive, destination, extensive, Hath, maximum population in old age cohort, aged continent, destination, maximum population is in mid age cohort. Hath, industrial revolution marked up its beginning there. These were the countries that marked the earliest utilization of natural resources. So they are at the verge of exhausted or exhausting natural resource base. आ जाओ destination पे. United States of America just before pandemic attained energy secured status by commercially mobilizing shale gas. And Australia have a recent milestone in commercially extractable uranium reserves. ऐसे करें फिर, Hath exhausted of its natural and human resource base. Destination is still having progressive natural and human resource base. बन गया ना content logical? I hope you are understanding. अच्छा, when I talk about Roman Catholic and Eastern Orthodox, we are geographers and we certainly don't want to study कि भाई what is religious ritual 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 that makes Orthodox Christianity different than Roman Catholic. We are not learning religious rituals. We don't want to. If we don't want to, why it was not sufficient for us to take fundamentalism and done? Why it was required for me to divide Roman Catholic and Eastern Orthodox? If both of them are fundamentalist, we could have simply taken them as one. Reason is, Roman Catholic also have got hearth and destination. Spain was a colonial power and it had its cultural influence on Latin America. Come on, Latin America is what? Latin America is Roman Catholic Christianity colonial developing destination. Repeating, what is Latin America? What is Anglo America? What is Anglo America? Protestant Christianity destination. What is Latin America? Roman Catholic colonial developing destination. Difference hai. Great age of discovery began in 14th century. New World was discovered by the end of 15th century. When New World was discovered, that is the part of world we were not aware of. Then European explorer discovered it and European people voluntarily took the decision that they want to go and settle down there. They were not aware of what kind of asset or what kind of challenges they will face. So European settlers settled New World, Anglo-America and Major Oceania. That is in cultural past. After industrial revolution, requirement of ready supply of raw material and consistent market paved way to colonial regime, and then Spain and Portugal attempted to colonize maximum of Latin America. So Latin America is also destination, but in the near cultural past. So that is the reason this demarcation is important. So where is Roman Catholic source? Southern Europe. I don't know where. I don't know much about Europe. Europe will be learning after writing about it. And when I talk about Eastern Orthodox, it is also fundamentalist. But unlike Roman Catholic, it doesn't have hearth and destination. So we are geographers. Geography is essentially related to space. So am I not getting a logical content when I take Roman Catholic with hearth and destination? Come on, destination is what? Latin America. If I don't include this, Latin America will fail to come in my radar. Make sense? Yes, all of us? कुछ समझ में आया? Quickly write it down. Bold points लिखवा रहे हैं, फटाफट से लिखो. Christianity culture. Point 1 is major culture. Is major culture as two traits are absolutely homogeneous. Separate bullet points. Religion and race. Bracket Caucasoid race. I write difficult spellings without asking, so you can easily refer the board. Caucasoid race. Next, it covers major part of habited world. And is therefore divided into sect-based categories. Sect-based categories. A and B. A, cosmopolitan B. Fundamentalist. We are briefly detailing them. A. Cosmopolitan. Are scientific temperament oriented. Developed region. Next point, religion. Do not have dictates in day-to-day living. Next, it relates to Protestant Christianity sect. It relates to Protestant Christianity sect. Next, geographically, it involves दो सब बुलेट पॉइंट बनाइए, हाथ एंड डेस्टिनेशन. हाथ, डेस्टिनेशन. ठीक है. नाउ ब्रीफ डिटेल्स फॉर देम. हाथ is in Western Europe. Bracket United Kingdom. Has intensive culture. Write them as separate bullet points. Don't make lengthy statements. That doesn't help. Answer भी आपको ऐसे ही लिखना चाहिए. Have intensive culture. Bracket unfavorable landman ratio. Unfavorable landman ratio. Next bullet point, have exhausted or are at verge of exhausting natural resource base. Finally, has got maximum population. Has got maximum population in old age cohort. Now make sure I am repeating the previous point. It was have exhausted or at the verge of exhausting natural resource base. ठीक है. ना बिल्कुल इसके कंपैटिबिलिटी में डेस्टिनेशन. सो पार्ट बी डेस्टिनेशन. फिर से 3 पॉइंट लिखेंगे, दो ऑपोजिंग है. डेस्टिनेशन is a developed new world. Is a developed new world. Bracket USA. Next, have extensive culture. have extensive culture, bracket favorable land man ratio, next involves ever multiplying natural resource base, ever multiplying natural resource base, ब्रैकेट में दोनों एग्जाम्पल लिख लीजिए, शेल गैस फॉर यूएसए, यूरेनियम फॉर ऑस्ट्रेलिया, शेल गैस फॉर यूएसए, यूरेनियम फॉर ऑस्ट्रेलिया. Finally, have got maximum population in mid-age cohort. In mid-age cohort. पेन ड्रॉप कर दो, रिपीट कर रहे हैं, बिल्कुल रिलैक्स करके रिमाइंड करो. What is Christianity culture major? Why it is major? Because it has got 2 points of cultural trait that is coherent majorly. Which are they? Religion, race. Then I cannot continue like this, so I have taken sect-based subdivide. So sect-based subdivide is cosmopolitan Christianity and fundamentalist. Cosmopolitan is where you are progressive in your thinking. You are not regressive. You are not the blind believers. So cosmopolitan Christianity, best depicted by Protestant Christianity, do not have religion dictating day-to-day living. I am believer of Christianity, but I believe more in scientific thinking. They are thus reflected by development. You all will agree, if I have got a major dependency on beliefs which cannot be rationally proved, it tends to create a sort of a glass ceiling. It is creating a barrier for my progress. There can be belief in something which you cannot always prove. But if I blindly believe in something, it by default can put a ceiling which restricts my growth possibility. Otherwise, how will you explain? Spain was also erstwhile colonial settler. United Kingdom was also. United Kingdom is a developed country today. Spain is still considered to be economy in transition. Spain is Roman Catholic. I hope you are understanding. To build up content, because ultimately we are geographers, what we did, when I talk about heart, I say source area. तो source area में हमने कौन कौन से point demarcate करे? Source area goes with, I just want to make my marker slightly thinner. It goes with intensive culture. Here it is extensive. It goes with exhaustion. It goes with progression. Top important thing that you have to do. NCERT is not giving you support. NCERT do not give you support at all when it comes to this topic. So I don't have NCERT reading. You have in the portal, there is uploading of my handwritten cultural region ka notes. You will be getting the hard copy right now. Last part of it will not be very clear for us, but the cultural trait and cultural complex, you will be in a better position of reading it and understanding. But that is secondary. Primary is what? Whatsoever you have jotted down in your class registers, you are simply reading it one time. और 2 कॉन्टिनेंट को बिल्कुल कंसोलिडेट करके कल आएंगे. सिर्फ 2, चारों नहीं, सिर्फ 2. नॉर्थ अमेरिका, साउथ अमेरिका. बेटर टर्म एंग्लो अमेरिका, लैटिन अमेरिका. माने एंग्लो अमेरिका, लैटिन अमेरिका के सैंपल कंट्रीज मेरे दिमाग में बिल्कुल क्लियर हो गए. सैंपल एंड इवेंचुअली विल ऐड द अदर कंट्रीज एज विल प्रोसीड अप विद दिस टाइम. ठीक है? आर वी कंफर्टेबल विद टुडेस क्लास? ऑल डन वेल? राइट हियर ऑल ऑफ यू. बेसिकली हाथ एंड डेस्टिनेशन क्या लिखा है? 1 मिनट रुको. पढ़ने दो। हाथ एंड डेस्टिनेशन में दो एरियाज का डिफरेंशिएशन कर रहे हैं। नो, हाथ एंड डेस्टिनेशन इज नॉट अबाउट जजिंग द हेट्रोजेनिटी. हाथ एंड डेस्टिनेशन इज अबाउट understanding diffusion. It makes example of diffusion because we want to understand the cultural trait. That is the reason we are trying to take up the reference of characteristics difference between Hath and destination. Okay, bye bye, good night, see you tomorrow. Bye bye class.